I'm at Walmart. It's 11 p.m. I just got off work. I'm tired, beat down, exhausted, and I want nothing more than to go home and go to sleep and forget that this day even happened. I hated working at Walmart. But before I was leaving, I had to stop at the checkout line because I wanted to get a pound cake. I got to sneeze. Hold on. Anyway, I went to the checkout line to buy a pound cake because whenever I am struggling mentally, I will binge eat. That is just something I've always done, and I don't like to eat late at night, but I just needed some form of escape. So I get the pound cake. It's a pound cake, like a whole loaf, like it's like a bread, like a loaf of pound cake. I get it, and I don't even wait until I get home. I don't wait until I get into my car in that checkout line because I'm so desperate just for some sort of release. Open up the pound cake, take a bite, and I'm walking out eating this pound cake. And it's not even good. It wasn't even good, but I'm just stuffing my face. And I see one of my team leaders, and what she called team leads, and she looked at me and she laughed and was like, "You couldn't just wait till you got home?" And I just walked past her because there's nothing more for me to say. I went to my car. And as usual, I sat in my car for a little bit longer, just thinking, is this really what life is all about? Like, I have been working at Walmart for about 2 years now, gotten out of college, and I just was not happy. I wanted more, but I felt like I couldn't get anything. And obviously, I'm not the same way anymore. But eating that pound cake, getting laughed at by the team lead, that was an awakening for me. And I'd had so many awakenings before then, but this one kind of stuck. This is that moment where you hit the rock bottom and you're like, I can no longer be here. I've got to get up. And that was me. Like, I felt so stuck, especially working at Walmart. I mean, if you have ever worked at Walmart, you understand how crappy it is. I know there's some good Walmarts, but the one I worked at wasn't good, and the one I transferred to wasn't good, and the other one I went to wasn't good. So your chances of working at a good Walmart, actually, just don't work at Walmart. Like, if you want to be happy, you don't work at Walmart. But that was the moment that I had to change. And the thing is, it's not hard to change. We make it seem so hard. It's not hard. All you gotta do is apply yourself 1% more. I'm not saying 10. I'm not saying you have to change and overhaul your complete life. Just a 1% change over time will make a big difference. And the reason I'm saying 1% is because right now that's all you really can give. That's all I could give back at Walmart. And I would watch these videos saying do more, work harder, all this stuff, but I just couldn't. I was not in the mind space. I had not built the momentum to sustain that. And chances are that's where you're at. Especially if you're still watching this video. It's probably where you're at. Or you know you want to change. But you're trying to follow this advice you see on YouTube telling you just go harder, lock yourself in a room to make a million. Like, you don't have to do that. Some people get off on that, but I didn't, and it just continued to burn me out when I tried to stick with that philosophy. Like I said, if you're watching this video, then it probably will burn you out as well. But if you just get 1% better, I promise you, your life won't change overnight. Nothing changes overnight. We have to be more patient. That's one thing. Patience is your biggest weapon. Because if you can patiently, every single day, get better by 1%, you will notice changes. I don't work at Walmart anymore. I've got an office job that I love. I literally just sit there and do a little bit of work. I'm very efficient, so I get things done really fast. And I started a business and got clients from that. How do you think I got there? How do you think I made these changes? How do you think I've grown to the person that can just sit here in front of this camera and talk to you? How? Because I agreed. I committed to doing 1% changes. And if you're in a situation where you desperately want to change, you're not happy where you are reaching your breaking point, the only way to climb back out is to do it 1%. It's like the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. It doesn't start with 15 steps. It starts with a 1% single step that will get you towards where you want to go. And for our case, it's a better reality. It's a better life. Not one where we feel like sheep or being controlled by the higher ups, just making us work and live a unfulfilling life until we die. You don't deserve that. You can get whatever you want in this life. You understand that, right? If nobody's ever told you that, I want to be the first. You have permission. You do not have to be stuck. Let the majority of people be stuck, but there is somebody who has your exact personality, who's going to do everything you've gone to. Obviously not like, exactly that, but they have similar backgrounds, similar personalities, similar upbringings, everything, and they're successful and you're not. What does that mean? It means you can do it. You can do it. It is possible. No, you cannot control where you are right now. Where you are right now, whatever you did in the past led you to that. But you don't have to be stuck in where you are right now, because while you can't control the situation you're in right now, you can control the situation you get into. You can control where you go. And I think that's what so many people don't understand. You can control where you go. And once you truly get an understanding, you will find the discipline and motivation to continue showing up for 1%. To get better about 1%. And by the end of the year, you will see a difference. You'll be 37 times better. And I'm saying this because I've done it myself. I don't want you to live a life you're unfulfilled by. And you don't have to. I'm telling you, you don't have to. The human mind has done some incredible things. I mean, the fact that you can watch this video in your miles, the fact that I have a client who's living in Australia, the fact that we have this computer, this smartphone computer in our pockets, the fact that we have satellites in space, the fact that we can run a mile in 4 minutes, the fact that there's so many things around us you see was created by the human mind. And you have the mind. You have a human mind. So what does this mean? You can invent whatever you want. And what we're trying to invent right now is a better reality, a better life. So just understand that you can. You're stuck right now. You feel stuck right now. But the only way to get unstuck is to think about where you want to go and understand with complete faith that you have the power to get there. You can't control where you are right now, but you can always control where you go. And it all comes down to the actions you take. What are you walking towards? Because we're all walking towards something. There's something that's 10,000 miles away or 1,000 miles away. And it could be that you're walking towards a more bad life or a life that's better. But you gotta choose. It always starts with what 1% step, what 1% behavior you're doing. Now, if you want help figuring out the 1% behaviors, if this entire video has hit and you stuck around and you're like, okay, I get it. I get that where I am right now, all right, I'm here, but I don't have to be here. I can go somewhere different. I can choose something different. I can change my life. I don't like where I am. Then I want to help you along the way even more. I made a starter kit for people just like you to help you get your life together. To help you have more clarity. And to help you figure out the behaviors that will get you towards your destination. Now, this isn't any pressure. You don't have to get it. But I just want you to know that it is out there to help you. Regardless, you can change where you are right now. You are not stuck. You just haven't got started walking in the right direction. But now, hopefully, this woke you up. I'm going to see you for our next video.